mentioned, so we have here Fatin Muzini and Nazira Saleh with us. So, guys, can you please introduce yourself to our listeners?
Hi guys, good morning. I'm Nizura Saleh.
And I'm Fatin Mazini.
So we are from React, a team of six. We are also the winner for the recent Startup Weekend Women's Edition. So we're the startup that aims to empower female social entrepreneurs through an online platform that connects like-minded individuals and the communities. So we'll be presenting Brunei at the Startup Weekend Women's Edition Asia Pacific in Bali next week. It's the first time such regional event is organized, and we feel honored to be the first Bruneians to participate in the regional level.
Cool. Congratulations, girls.
Thank you.
Well, guys, so since we have the winner here, so guys, I mean ladies, can you like briefly explain what is Startup Weekend, and then like can anyone join, or maybe you can like explain to us like what are criteria for the team to be selected, and then when is the next competition? Since when did Brunei or your team join the competition, and what has been achieved so far?
Okay, that's a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to, Fatin here, so I'm going to just reiterate what DJ Farah said. So just to reintroduce again what Startup Weekend is for those
Alright.
that missed out on it. So it's a 54-hour entrepreneurship event powered by Google for entrepreneurs and tech stars. It's a global grassroots movement for passionate entrepreneurs who are on a mission to inspire, educate, and empower communities to launch life-changing ideas. It is the largest community of passionate entrepreneurs in the world, having hosted 2,000 plus events in 200 plus countries since 2007. So that basically wraps up what Startup Weekend is in terms of who can join and what are the criteria for the teams to be selected. Honestly, anyone can join. There's no sort of age group or whether you need any sort of certain experience, whether if you have any entrepreneurship experience or you have no experience. Basically anyone can pretty much join, whether if you're interested in entrepreneurship or whether you are an entrepreneur yourself. It's basically an opportunity for you to find out whether if I guess entrepreneurship is the journey for you. And so what happens in the Startup Weekend is it's either you can either bring in an idea that you have, or if you don't have an idea, you can just join one of the teams that have that idea.
Alright.
And in terms of when the next competition is, so actually there's been 4 editions so far that the Startup Weekend has organized, and usually they have different themes for each edition. So the themes that have happened so far, we had generic, we had youth, we had the sustainable development goals, and the last one that we participated, that was the Startup Weekend Woman Edition. And what's different about the Woman Edition is that most of the participants were women, and what's interesting is even though there were men participants, in that competition, the men weren't allowed to lead the teams, so they had to give the opportunity to the women. And even during the last day where everyone had to kind of like pitch the idea to see who would win, the woman members were the ones that had that opportunity instead of the men. So that was interesting about the Startup Weekend Women event. And so for those interested to, let's say, join the next one should be happening in December, so look out for that, the end of this year. Do check out their social media channels, Startup Weekend. And as for what happened with the other teams in the last 4 editions, so for those teams, they have been having some sort of like mentorship with some of the partners of Startup Weekend. So some of the partners of Startup Weekend that they're getting mentorship from, there's EICO, EICO, MP People Consultant. So these mentors, they're working with the previous winning teams, giving them workshops and mentorships to further develop that idea.
Alright, that's cool. Yeah, so to our listeners, if you guys are interested, the next event will be happening in December, right?
Yes.
So yeah, do look out for that. So next question for Nazura. So since this is the first time Startup Weekend Women Asia Pacific or APEC being organized, as well as your team being the first Bruneians being sent to represent Brunei, how do you feel about that?
Um, Thinking that it's gonna be next week, we're actually really excited. We feel very honored and humbled to be really representing Brunei, and all we want to do is make our country proud, and we were able to represent it well.
Yep. Well, we are proud of you, girls.
Thank you.
All right. So next question: what are the preparations that have been made for the competition?
So, like I said before, there's 6 of us, all women, by the way. So we had a couple of meetings to further finesse our idea, finesse the pitch, as well as we also, because we need to re-pitch when we go to Bali. So we had some help from our amazing mentor, like Aimi Ramli from Time Solution, who gave us great advice not not just how to pitch, but the business itself, as she herself is a businesswoman. We're also looking to make our travels to Bali as fruitful as possible, and we hope that we meet like other businesses there, so that we can look for potential partnerships and also collaborations for our business.
All right, that's cool. All right, so were there any challenges that your team faced in preparing for this regional event, and if there is any, like how did you overcome them?
I guess I would say all 6 of us would face basically the same challenge, which is time management. You know, because we have like in our team we have 2 students from UTB. Myself, I work at Dare Some Enterprise, and Nazira next to me, she's one of the founders of Creativate, and one of our other 2 other teammates. One of them works at Brunei Shell Petroleum, and another one's kind of like a working mom at home. So it's just trying to sort of balance that time management and trying to prioritize. But it's been great. The team's been really great in trying to make that time, trying to prioritize when we need to have meetings and work on the business and the idea, and it's been a team effort so far.
All right, cool. So like you mentioned earlier, like you guys will be going to Bali next week, right? So what is to be expected in Bali?
So as my teammate Nazira has said, so we're expected to repitch our idea again, as we have done so in Brunei the last 3 weeks ago. But this time it will be with all the other Startup Weekend Women Edition APEC winners. I think it's also a great chance not just to pitch, but also to meet new people. And as Nazira also mentioned again, you know, hopefully we can build some partnerships and collaborations.
All right. And what do you want to achieve at Startup Weekend Women APEC?
Well, ideally, we would love to win. It would be great if we do, but I think what's most important is that we want to get as much out of as much as we can out of the event. So we want to keep validating our idea, and we really want to get as many people. We want to meet as many people and to get as much support and eventually execute our business idea. Hopefully, like while we're there, we get to get some awesome partnership and collaborations from Startup Weekend. I mean, that would be really, really great.
Yes, it will be really great if you can like find partners and also like you know companies to help you guys out. All right, so well, this question, I'm pretty sure you guys are excited, but how are you feeling knowing it's next weekend?
Nervous. What do you think, Fatin?
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous.
Well, it's okay. It's good to be nervous, yeah. All right. Okay. So, what advices would you like to give to our listeners?
I guess for those that you know have heard us say the word Startup Weekend over and over again, for those that are interested to know about entrepreneurship, I would encourage you to take Startup Weekend as your first step to see whether if that's something for you, and yeah, just kind of go with it. It's really fun. All you really need is just the weekend, hence that's why it's called Startup Weekend. And if you're interested to join, as I mentioned before, do follow their social media channels, which is Startup Weekend, and do also check out Techstars as well, as they are the organizers of the event.
All right, cool. And last question for you ladies. How can our listeners know more about your team or this Startup Weekend Brunei?
Okay, to all our listeners, if you're curious with what we do or what we will do, You can find us more active on our Instagram, react.impact. So that's react.impak. Especially when we are in Bali, do follow us, or you can simply drop us an email at react.impact. So that's pretty much the same. So react.impak@gmail.com. I mean, if you do see us, you can say hi to us as well.
All right. So, any last
Um,
words?
I mean, before that, we would like to thank our partners
Mhm.
and our sponsors. Our strategic partner, Progressive, our ecosystem partner, Darussalam Enterprise. To our sponsors as well, Brunei Shell Petroleum, the Time Solution, Youth Entrepreneur Association Brunei, or YEAB, and our community partners, Waisili Women's Leadership Academy.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies. So, to our listeners, if you just tune in, we had an interview with our ladies. We have Nazura and Fatin here in the studio sharing about their startup weekend. So if you guys want to find out more about their activities and their progress, especially when they're flying off to Bali next week, so you guys can always check out their Instagram, which is react.impact. You can go check it out at react.impak.
Yep. And also, if you want to find out more about Startup Weekend Brunei, so you can even follow them on their Facebook page and Instagram at Startup Weekend Brunei. So that's Startup Weekend Brunei in one word. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies, for coming over to Pilihan FM. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no problem. We hope you guys will do all the best, and then you guys will win. Hopefully you guys will win, yeah, and make Brunei proud of you guys, of you girls. All right, women, come on.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you so much once again.
Thank you
All
for
right.
having us again.
All right, so guys, that was it